Okay, I don't know who this is for, but chosen ones, you get hit with blows. Life hits you with blows that would have wiped out the average person. And everybody know it but you. You kind of know it a little bit, but you don't know it to what degree. It's people that set your trap, and they're surprised that you made it. They set a booby trap that's supposed to blow up the average person. They watched it blow up countless other people. And you made it. You made it through all kind of trauma that would have killed somebody or made somebody else kill somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You've been through so much trauma, man. You know, life done dealt you so much. You don't look like what you've been through. But your doubters, your haters, they know it too. They be like, man, like they still over there standing. You know, back we set this trap, we set that trap. Y'all grown now. They set all kind of traps when you would. They kind of like surprised you don't even recognize it. You don't even, you know it. You just don't even. It's too many haters from your past for you to go and address. But you know it. You got the Narcissist Awakening. You know half of your life was a trap. You know like 50% of your past was people playing around. Now you know like 50% of people being around you was them with a whole different agenda, them with a strategy. You're around people being whole. You're around people with your living with your chin out, living with your heart open, and 50% of your life has been a strategy with other people. So you just now getting your clarity. You just now living your life 100%. That's why I feel like a breath of fresh air, because you just now getting that chance to have a strategy all by yourself without nobody plotting. You see what I'm saying? But dealing with those people all the time was kind of like a good thing, because it kept you kind of in heal mode. It kept you kind of like hurt. They never let you heal. It never let you harden, because they was always leaning into you. They was always projecting onto you. They was always keeping you from healing. So that's what kept you in a little bit of pain, but your pain is what made you be able to look at other people and feel their pain more. It made people gravitate to you more, because people could tell that you was taking it on. At the same time, your daughters seeing you, you know, dealing with the pain, and they couldn't believe it. You know, your haters was purposely putting you through this pain and was like shocked that you was getting through it. And your supporters was meeting you like, dang, like they was meeting you and you like had this on top of you, that on top of you, this on top of you, and they was just survived that you made it. All they was trying to do was try to help pull some of it off of you, while other people was piling up. They was pulling it off. They surprised you made it through. You know, keep your doubters and your supporters separate, I would say, and be by yourself a lot, you know. Because you never know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, you survived a lot. You just don't know. You really have no idea. It'd be hard for you to wrap your mind around. But it's like, you know, you done came a long way. You be down on yourself, you know, but you done came a long way. You're not where you want to be, but you definitely not where you was. And watch how further you get now that you know about the spiritual awakening that you went through. And if this is hitting home with you, what I'm saying to you, you just went through that. If you're feeling clarity now, if you're feeling like your reality make a lot of sense to you now, because you was basically spinning, like I said, you didn't know people was around you with a strategy, so you don't even know a lot of percent of your reality in the past was other people's reality. People projecting their reality onto you. People guiding you in the chaos. Now you know that even you sitting around, not even having a plan, is better than having friends and people in your life that's gonna always keep something on your mind, always keep you triggered. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, your trauma, like that's why sometimes people you notice how sometimes you get around your doubters and your haters and stuff, and people that's been giving you trouble in your past, and people that's always had a thing for you their whole life, and they be looking in your eyes with a weird look, like, because they be looking like, because they know something you don't know. They know something you don't know. They looking at you like, damn, all the times we done try to sabotage this boy. And we know pretty much like everybody else hate the chosen one like we do. So all the times we done try to sabotage him, and we can only imagine all the times other people done been around trying to sabotage him. Sometimes he came around us telling stories about how people was hating on him, and we was just laughing because we know, yeah, you had that effect. Like sometimes you talk to some people about stuff you're going through, and they be listening like, yeah, we do that to you. You're a powerful person. You just don't know it. Like, the person that broke work did me like this, and they be sitting there thinking, shit, I would have did you like that too. You know, that's why they be looking in your eyes like, because they be surprised you still making it. Like, damn, bro, we know you. They be like, let me get away from you. Sometimes, and I talk about a lot of narcissist content, but sometimes toxic people know everybody hates you. They get away from you when you get around all the haters. Like, man, I get around you when you get around your supporters so I can hog up some of the shine. Now I'm a, you know, anyway, y'all, I go off the deep end. But like I say, you survived. What you've been through would have killed the average person. And you just don't know that. It would have destroyed the average person. It would have changed the whole other person's life, sent their life into a whole nother trajectory. You done seen other people go through stuff you done went through and been like, damn. Because you're a chosen one. You walking on water without even knowing it. You got a cheat code, you don't even know it. You turning lemons into lemonade and you don't even know it. That's why people keep coming around you. You got homeboys and homegirls that did better in life and everything, but they still keep coming around you because they know you still beating the odds considering all the stuff you done been through. They know your walk is harder than theirs, and they know it. They don't even know how to really tell you. They just keep coming around you, supporting you, and keep showing you love. But yeah, you done been through a lot. I don't know who this is for, but you've been through a lot. You just don't know it. But I hope you know it now.